right. Are we here?
I think so.
We're ready.
Yep.
Jason, you are of continue.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right, let me get this up. Let's
Hi.
get this
Talk
going.
to you. Pretty good. Pretty good. A little tired, but I'm all right. you doing?
Thanks for coming at a weird time. We appreciate
problem.
it.
It's not that unusual that I'm up this late.
Continue. Everybody in the chat. I just realized I don't even have my chat open properly.
Yeah, we're doing a giveaway to just kind of make the transition go nice and smooth.
Oh, go for it. Throw down the giveaways.
Heck yeah. We're giving away a whole bunch
Oh,
of
you're making them say continue. Gotcha.
Yes, I am.
I was like,
they're not begging you to continue.
I thought, yeah. Oh wait, I should change this. This is clever. If I put, check this out. Check out this. Oh, there you go. See, I did that little change there. We'll continue shortly. You guys can't see it on Skype yet. Load up your game here. Just came out week ago, I think.
Yeah.
A few days ago.
For Steam. It came out about a week ago for Steam, and it was also an iOS game launched in early December.
Sweet.
And it had a Humble Bundle release that was was just a widget release kind of a thing, but I sold like 2 copies, so I don't really know if that counts.
Hey, that counts. 2 more copies than any game that I've made sold, so whatever.
Well, I think it was literally around 90, but that still felt pretty low, so I don't know.
Well.
Yeah.
All right. Everything seems to be going well on my side. Now I've avoided any interaction with this game yet. Is it okay to open it and go to the menu, or should I save that as well?
Like to stream it?
It starts right off the bat, doesn't it?
A cinematic before you
Yeah.
start?
Yeah, so I've avoided opening it because I want to spoil that cinematic.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil it. You have
Exactly.
to experience it live.
I'm also going to throw down, now you guys can see on Skype, you can see my desktop.
All right, and also just so everybody knows, there's another minute up for joining into the giveaway. So if you're watching from the front page, you can come on into the chat and you just type in continue with a question mark after it, and you'll be entered to the giveaway for a random indie game. We have over 50 keys and stuff to give away, so come on in, join, do that while we wait for the game to get all ready.
All right.
Oh, and Jason, just so you know, Moscow is actually screen sharing with you on Skype,
Yes,
and that's the video feed you're gonna want to see.
you can see everything in real time here.
Because it's gonna be in real time, whereas everything displaying on Twitch is actually magically time traveled by a minute.
Oh, okay, wait, so what do I click here to get that to work?
It should
Click
be-
in the Skype window, just click on the one that looks like a desktop.
There should be icons for everybody in the Skype call, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait to load this up until we're ready so that the cinematic goes.
Do you see the screen, Jason? It should be in your Skype window. If you enlarge it, it might help.
Sorry.
No worries.
Oh, so I had to click something. Okay, wait, yeah.
Yeah, you've got it now?
Wait, yeah, now I got it. Sorry.
You should have just the loading thing for your game and then me.
Yeah.
All right, rolling for the draw for the winners.
Yeah, here we go. We've got
Drum roll.
We're gonna pull 2 winners from this. I think we've got each 3 NO good.
No one has a pronounceable
No.
username.
What is with these people? I need to be able to say these. Come on.
New rule: you must have a pronounceable username, otherwise
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
lose.
Otherwise, automatically disqualified.
Oh wow, it's
again.
no good.
Yeah.
He no good. I don't know what that is.
Oh, maybe I can pronounce this one
Well,
kind
there's
of.
2 T's next to each other. That's not a sayable thing.
That just makes a T sound. Pretty sure.
And then the next one is Vex.
Oh my god, what?
Seriously,
To vex. To vex.
what's wrong with you people?
Wow. Who puts 2 letters next to each other that are the same? Just ridiculous. Who has mispronounceable usernames? Anyways. All right. Are we ready to see this experience? It's an experience. This, from what I've heard of this game, it's an experience kind of game.
I think so. I was the one who was like, I can't play it until the stream. Don't do it.
I didn't even open
and
it
this-
yet. If it could crash, my computer could just explode. Hopefully not. That would not be the best outlook on you as a developer. But
Well, if the screen, like if the Twitch stuff and everything crashes, we'll just call 911 for you.
okay, yes. Dial the 9 and the 1, and then prepare for the other one.
We're ready. You're
All
so
right.
ready.
Let's do this. Let's do some continue.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, wait. I think it's because I'm tapped out.
Yeah, it's probably auto pause.
Perfect.
Yay! So if you want to, Jason, to just explain a little bit about what's happening right here in the cinematic, or do you want to just leave it totally?
You could watch it. Can we hear the music at all, or?
They can hear it on the stream. I can't play it over Skype though.
Oh, okay, all right. We could just watch it. I think I can get into it a little bit after that, but
Oh yeah, this is your hour.
Wait,
so-
wait, I got a quarter somewhere. Hold on, I got a quarter. Which slot do I put it in? USB? No. Crap. Damn it! I gotta start all over again. Shit sucks. Alright. Okay. Hold on a second. Oh. Don't destroy the player sprite. Don't do it. I'm anxious. I feel for Billy here. Alright. I'm gonna quickly ask. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh. No! Oh. Oh. Painful.
So that's the introduction. That's your going into the light moment.
Wow. This is a really enjoyable cinematic.
Yeah, it's sort of a. I just kind of didn't want to do anything that was kind of typical, like start with some splash screen. I just kind of wanted the whole experience to just be this kind of bizarre thing that you were always going through, and it didn't have a lot of the sort of conventional things that you just are used to in seeing a game. Like I just really wanted to make a really weird game that had a lot of philosophical stuff that was very hard to grasp unless you kind of thought about it. And part of the reason why it has this like terrible convoluted name is I really wanted everybody who kind of saw this somewhere to be, number one, like if they just like Halo, that they would just look at this game and know not to buy it because it's just weird and artsy and like just not for everybody kind of thing. And I don't know. So this is a
Little light. Oh,
you talk to these people and say weird
yes,
stuff
hello.
to you.
where are we? Well, I suppose line of code. Should I commentate this, or
Sure, yeah.
I suppose on a line of code, on a sliver of light, floating aimlessly through the random access memory. Here we are finally at peace, with no want in our hearts, and soon the garbage collector will come to delete us from memory forever. No! Your want burdens me, player sprite. Rest with us here in the quiet. With the lightning comes the nothingness that brings us into null sleep. Oh no! Oh man. Oh, I got a thingy though. I like the little blue thingies. Alright, we got those people everywhere. Are they all gonna be this depressed? Probably. They're all dead, aren't they? There, Billy, in the field you shall find peace. Yeah. My disjointed speech of scrambled wordings. We, the low of memory allocation, with much clumsy words do talk. How is you? Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, about say maybe like a fifth of this game is written in English, or
English, yeah.
badly translated Japanese. And at first it was all English, and I found that really stupid and annoying, and it really kind of made it so you couldn't say what you wanted to say sometimes. And so I sort of kept it in there as just because I think that is sort of the sort of poetry of video games, just having like badly translated things. There's something really poetic about some of these translations that are just so weird and obscure and strange, and it's strange things that come out of them. And I wanted to have a lot of sort of poetry and stuff and wordplay, and I just thought that having some of that in there was kind of just this interesting way to go with that.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of a lot of this game is obviously kind of like a programmer and video game inside jokes to some degree, but if you get them or you don't, if you don't get them, it just adds to the weirdness of it, which is something that I was kind of going for. Stuff like this, like you want to change your character, and it tells you that you just have to be happy with the person that you are.
What if I don't want to change my character now? Oh, okay, I see. I can't. Oh, I got you. Very, very atmospheric. I love the background, the ambience right now. I almost don't want to walk. I just want to stand still and just like absorb it all. But I will walk. We will move on.
Alex really likes this part.
Oh. Do we run? Well, if I hit no, it's... Oh, I have to run. Okay, I will run.
Who's the... Oh.
feel like I'm gonna cry in this
Yeah,
game.
yeah. This part.
Oh. Oh no. Okay. I thought that was the dump truck. Maybe it is the dump truck.
It's a fun way to get around.
Oh, okay, okay.
Love that it's hitchhiking. The little thumb going up. Just
Yeah,
I don't know. Beautiful.
Little thing
How'd you
sticks
like
out. Hopefully it's a thumb. Hopefully he's not just giving the finger
So
to the
we're gonna get a
universe.
randomized level here. I hope we get a good one. Oh, this is my least favorite level. Great.
Haha.
Should I-
Yay, random.
Should I restart it or?
Good random start. Yeah, my least favorite level in the whole game, but it's okay. Here's the intro poetics.
And we shall sail forth to sully the ports of the world. Very nice atmosphere created. Very wholesome. All the audio and visuals come together nicely. Use the first, but be brave. In time you'll understand. Please read instructions. Okay. Oh God!
Yeah.
It's gonna be really
This is
loud on the
actually-
stream. In 30 seconds, expect the chat to be like, what's your... Guys, if you're wearing headphones, I apologize. You might want to lower it a bit. Actually, nobody's complained about the volume yet, have they?
No.
Don't
They're
think so.
saying things like they love the music and stuff. So I'm assuming they would say something about the volume.
People usually complain pretty easily. Yeah, okay. Application is help menu. Goal, build shelter and escape level. Also to interpret the game. Oh, that's a goal. Get prayer to build shelter and lightning to escape level. Go indoors, buy entry for some people. Some door possibilities. Oh man, this is gonna merit. So, you don't get the full experience out of this game for one playthrough, right? From what I've heard,
No.
this is like a...
I
Yeah.
failed miserably my first playthrough.
Yeah, but there's even how many actual possible worlds can you find?
There's 11 worlds, and each game has 6, but usually only. I mean, the first time you play, you'll just get 2 because you'll probably not make it. And the one thing that's different about the version that's on Steam right now is that instruction page isn't there anymore. And I changed it to this instruction booklet. That's sort of an easier way to walk people through some of the things. I also added an option just to let people not read the instructions and all, just run around and try to figure it out. And some people like that too.
Oh man.
It just depends on how frustrated you want to be and how confused you want to be. And that's sort of part of what I wanted in this game. The whole game is like this very confusing thing, and you kind of have to figure it out, and you run around in circles in a while, but once you kind of get it, and you get the basic mechanics, you figure out that it's actually pretty simple. And you also sort of figure out the whole game is sort of about interpreting it and trying to figure out what its meaning is, basically. And a lot of the things that it throws at you initially are really confusing things that seem like gibberish and nonsense. But as you sort of get a feel for what the game is sort of about and what everything symbolizes, that too kind of becomes this thing that comes into clarity. So, I mean, you probably spend a little bit of time just kind of running around and discovering things.
Yeah.
If you want a shortcut, I would just say just talk to people. And
The people give you hints, kind of, sometimes, and they cause different stuff to happen, right?
yeah.
So there's actual point to talking to them as well.
I wanted to make this game where, in a lot of games, I kind of feel that people kind of skip over the words and they get very tired of the wording and stuff. And I wanted to make the wording cool and interesting enough where people actually read it and found it quirky and interesting. A lot of the game is just about kind of talking to people and seeing the things that they say and thinking about them maybe. And it's not necessarily to convey a story, but as you kind of play the game, the idea builds upon itself. And you begin to see that the reason why, what the nonsense is kind of about. And, you know, basically each one of these levels has just an idea behind it. It symbolizes this thing that you figure out later on that I could get into and sort of get into spoilers and stuff. But maybe we'll sort of see that towards the end. But as much as it all seems like nonsense, there is a point to everything in this, as silly as it all is.
Oh, I'm
And-
sure it comes together very beautifully at the end.
Yeah, for some people who get it, and other people are just like, this is stupid. I quit.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make a game that was I didn't want to have a game that had a story, because I've seen those, and I'm sort of at a point in gaming where I want to have more games that are about ideas and like philosophical ideas, and I thought that a story, people have already expressed their ideas and their things through stories, and I also didn't want a game that was just sort of action or puzzles or anything like that. I wanted it to be like this very weird sort of amorphous poem-like thing that the only way to really win it is by thinking about it and interpreting it and trying to see what the game is trying to say about life. And obviously everything that sort of happens along the way, it's about the death of this video game character, but it's obviously kind of like this metaphor for us. And if it's your belief that one of these days we're all going to have to face nothingness and the nothingness of death, and whether we'll be at peace with that, and what life is really about, and it just kind of explores these things, and it has this way of eventually you sort of see when you die. Every game is going to result in a death. There's no way to win the game, but when you eventually are erased, it has this way of kind of going back over. Oh, you'll see it.
Wait, did I? Okay, no, it just said the end.
There's a character in every level called the Wanderer, and he just tells you a story. And you were just talking to him. And the stories don't mean anything. They're just a story about possible life you could live, like a fantasy story. And that story sort of has to do with what the theme of the level is about. And they're just like these colorful stories that, I don't know, just are again just trying to add to the reading part of it. And I tried to keep all the talking very short and sweet. Yeah, so here's sort of part of the progression that happens after you talk to a few people. You have this lightning strike you, and
a crack in the ice. Wait, 30 kills and 40. Oh dear. All right. Oh boy. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, jeez. Okay. Wait, 30 kills in 45 seconds?
Do your best, you'll get there.
Will that many even spawn in 45 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh my, okay.
I mean, the faster you kill them, the faster they respawn, and they,
Right.
But so scattered into these things are these just simple mini games that you're transported to, and sort of how you do impacts the other part of the game. So you survived, but you didn't sort of complete the test, so you just get this like one consolation key to open up this door.
Okay. Well, oh, there's still a thing here.
Yeah. Now that it's sort of like the second round, they'll be chasing you, and you want to go in that door basically.
Okay. Well. All right, let's go to the door. This is it's weird because it's totally absorbing me and it's totally taking me in, and I have no idea where I'm being taken to.
Yeah.
Oh, my lightning or my prayer? They've not on evil.
Here's the basic idea of where a lot of this came from, and I'm really trying to do something different. I don't want to bore anybody with the same old kind of games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a weird person, and I just what happened was I thought a lot about things like abstract art and music, and how they work as mediums. And one thing about video games is they tend to be very literal, and there's barely a time in a video game where you say like, I don't understand what's going on. And when people don't understand what's going on, they get really uncomfortable.
Right.
And for this game to sort of, for example, when you look at an abstract painting, no one goes, I don't know what's going on. They're just like, well, I'm supposed to figure this out or think about it and interpret it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I'm supposed to be getting from it. And when you listen to like a band like Nirvana, no one listens to Nirvana and says like, these lyrics don't make any sense. Like, singing about this weird stuff. It's, you know, they're like, well, it's poetic and it's of course doesn't make any sense. But if I feel like thinking about it, I can try to figure out what he's trying to say. And I wanted to bring that into a video game and really have this everything being in this very abstract sort of language that was happening, and the game also being very confusing, just like an abstract painting or like a Nirvana song as far as the lyrics go. And you know, you can't win an abstract painting or beat a Nirvana song. It's just, you know, it is what it is, and you just have to think about it. And I wanted to bring that dynamic into a video game, see experimentally if this is something that you could do, and if this is something that was achievable. And you know, it makes it so that you're doing something very experimental that a lot of people just hate, and it's questioning a lot of things, and you know, at times it's just not fun. It's not fun to not know what you're doing, and a lot of what games are about are being in control, and you know,
boy.
Being confused is a very alienating thing for gamers, because when you're not in control, it just makes you mad.
Oh yeah, people don't like not knowing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nobody likes. You feel completely vulnerable when you don't know what's going on. But.
And hopefully you're open-minded and intrigued by the weirdness enough that you just kind of stick around and give it a chance. And I think the main big breakthrough when people start to sort of really get what it's about is the first time that sort of permanently die. You can only die on levels 3, 6, and 9, but pretty much everybody dies on 3 the first time they play, and they sort of get a taste for what the game is trying to say.
I really want to ask you all these questions about about actually in the game, but I don't want to. I mean,
we could do that.
The purpose of it is for me to just
hit play. No, hit pay
Hit
by
pay.
the door. You just want as many doors as you can, and basically, like, you'll figure out that there are these 3 exits to the level, and the exits are blocked by just these blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pick lightning,
Then I saw it broke them earlier.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
So this is something sort of I have to. From what I gather from this is a story that has been told to me either previously in this playthrough or across playthroughs, and I have to remember what is what.
Well, if you go to the question mark, it tells you what you're supposed to do.
Oh.
But yeah.
Oh no, to exit, talk to people and come back. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was a really frustrating thing because no one knew what to do there, and I just kept thinking.
Well, I figured it. I mean,
question mark right there, dude. Not you, but I've seen a lot of Let's Plays where people are just like, I don't know what this is. And they
yeah,
just
no,
leave.
I understand that for sure.
So
Not everybody can be me. I mean, no.
So basically, if you manage to answer this question, you get sort of a better lightning or prayer. You get a better shelter, or you get more lightning.
Okay.
But you have to basically walk around and talk to people, and they'll give you the answer. So I don't know if someone's told you this yet because I haven't been paying attention, but I don't think you know the answer.
Well, we'll walk around a bit. Is that that's now is that the same across all levels, or that's just like what this particular level involves?
No, that happens pretty much in all the levels.
Okay. Like Eskimo Kisses. Okay, and then I should just pay. Now the fisherman wanted something with like an eyeball or like that. Some sort of weird. So now these things are gonna spawn everywhere.
Yeah, you just run away from them.
Or stab them all in the face because they're mean. We don't like mean people. Music kind of reminds you of Fez. Where did the music originate?
The music is just all licensed.
Oh, okay. Dang. Oh. I gotta stop getting hit by this.
I guess what happened, the story behind this game is that last March I was working on just like a fantasy game or whatever, and I just wanted to make a game, and I just wanted to make like a fantasy game or something like that. And I went on this kind of epic road trip where did a lot of things that I just kind of felt changed my life and made me want to do something more meaningful with the work that I was doing. And for 7 years, I did what's called advergaming, which is just like making mostly like flash games for ad agencies and stuff like that. And it was a really good living and everything, but it started to die down, and I needed to find something else to do.
I think I hit the block I wasn't supposed to hit.
Yeah, so you just sort of like died a little bit here.
You just sort of died a little bit.
Yeah. What's going on?
I don't know.
Something should be happening.
Possible, did you break the game?
That is what you're known for, isn't
Did I
it?
break it? I have to tell you, Jason, I'm a little bit known for breaking games. I have this sort of effect on things.
I've never seen this.
Don't worry, we have experienced this many times. This is just game dev.
Should I just restart
This is
it?
stuff that just makes me want to kill myself.
That's
swear
okay.
to God, just kill fish.
No, oh.
I
Non-reproducible.
have to say that, yeah, I don't know what happened. This is terrible. I'm pretty embarrassed right now.
That's okay.
Don't
People
be-
expect it of me.
Click in the
It's
corner or something.
Let's restart it and then
Should
you get to check out a whole new world.
It's Moscow's fault.
Christ.
there you
Yeah,
go. It's
not-
my fault. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry. It just
Dude,
happens.
If you look at the chat right now, people who came from his normal stream are backing up his statement there.
Yeah. It's
Moscow's
not you,
fault.
it's me. It tends to happen all the time. Right. Where are we? Oh wow.
What are some of the more well-known games that you've broken? Just curious.
Oh god. I mean, almost every game that I played over the past year. I'm opening this up here. Continue. Love that. It makes me want to say it like the announcer from Super Smash Brothers. Continue. All right, we get to check out a whole new world. It's or did
Yeah,
it save?
You can play this one or you can start. Yeah, just start over because I don't think we're gonna get through a whole game anyway. But just start over
Okay, sure.
and just show you a different level. Hopefully, it selects a different level.
A
And
whole
just click
new
the screen and hit
world.
skip. Just click the screen.
Oh right, yes. Yeah. I love it though. I want to watch it again.
And then there's skip in the corner, and you just click.
Oh,
that
skip in the corner. Okay. That is impossible to see.
And then just run around, get the pieces, and then go to the truck again.
All right.
Anyway, so I went on this road trip, and I did this Peruvian jungle drug called ayahuasca, which is I recommend for anybody. 'Cause it's just a life-changing experience. It just changes the way that you see the world, and it's just a really enlightening experience. And I took a lot of things from that, and then the story goes on where I get. Then a couple days later, I was driving through Gila National Park, and my car got stuck in the snow, like up in the mountains. And I ended up having to walk 30 miles through the wilderness, scared as fuck that I was going to die and that I wasn't going to be found. And I ran into a mountain lion and a bear and stuff like that, and didn't get eaten alive, luckily. And then some campers found me, and I didn't die. So that was a thing that changed my life a lot. And then when I came home, I wanted to just do something deeper. And it's hard to do something deep with video games because just video games are not really about a lot of sort of deeper ideas about life and existence and your thoughts about things on that sort of a level.
Yeah.
And so it was just sort of a weird process trying to figure out how to make this game. And
I think
yeah.
you're in a good sort of coincidentally there have been a couple of games over the past the couple games that came out in 2013 that had similar abstract I don't know. There were similar abstract games, you know, with abstract meanings behind them and stuff that happened to come out in a similar time. So I think this is a good time for coincidentally people are in that space in their mind when they play video games right now. So
So this is a level that was inspired by the Anita Sarkeesian stuff that's going on. She had this hypothetical game concept for a game where you're a princess and you get kidnapped by some evil guy, and then the knight just doesn't come to save you. So you save yourself and you return to your sort of home and figure out that, you know, it's the patriarchy of your hometown puts you in this situation where you got kidnapped in the first place. So you go back and you topple the walls of of your hometown and take it over. It's called Legend of the Last Princess. It was sort of her way of, you know, with all of the sort of damsel in distress things that were going on, of having some kind of like a, you know, a hypothetical situation that is the way that she would like to see it. I thought I'm on Team Anita. I like what she's doing. I like anyone who just is trying to make it so that games are just a little bit fucking smarter than they are, and anyone who is just trying to question things in gaming, anyone who's just trying to make it a better world for women who have to deal with trolls all the time and just the awful things that a lot of women just encounter in the gaming world all around.
Yeah.
So this is sort of like a tribute to that. I thought it was just I wanted to have some. I thought it would be fun to put it in there as kind of like this historical thing relating to the video game world, and you can still do a lot of weird stuff. And as far as how it relates to the whole idea of what the game symbolizes, it sort of does fit in a way that kind of works. But here you see these sort of pink castle walls that are toppled, and all of these women are sort of living in this city that is built out of that, and it's sort of like these just tough as nail women who you know, have all these things to say, and I don't know. So this is kind of an interesting level.
So what is the arrow above the two lines mean on the left there again?
That means that you're gonna have to remember that information for when you go into a room and, you know, it's asking you a question.
Ah, okay. A cup of pear tea for sleepless nights.
And this is, you know, her name. That was, you know, someone named Peach. You know, and sort of some of the princesses from along the way in games are kind of scattered about in the city.
Right.
But yeah, this was I don't know, like making this game is pretty grueling for me. I'm just one person, and
did you do everything other than you said the music was licensed? You did everything else?
Yeah, everything except for the music I did. And
how long was your development?
I don't know if this is cliche. I don't know if I have like it was a very grueling process for me, and it was a very unhappy process for me most of the time. And I'm so glad it's done. And there's just I really do see when like you see people who go crazy like Phil Fish, why people just go crazy, because this drove me crazy to me.
It's a hard industry, especially if you're making a game that people aren't going to instantly understand.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good story to read it.
Be born a princess in a pink castle, get kidnapped, free self without help of hero. Yeah, you don't need no Mario. Find strength and empowerment in the journey. Mario's a jerk. He just wants I don't know.
It goes on, yeah.
In the former kingdom, with sharpened weapons, topple the patriarchy and pink castle walls. Rebuild the city with your former damsel in distress sisters. That's Daisy, right? Live in perfect, humble cottage on the western cliffs. Make art, read books in the grass. Smell the freshly baked bread and murder all invaders. And in the evening before bed, with the city aglow, sing with the choir beautiful songs of the city we built. Good night.
So it has these kind of like whimsical stories in it and stuff, and I don't know, just cute little details like that. That are things that I guess I enjoy, and a lot of this comes from. I remember when I played Zelda 2, and there's like a guy who you walk into a room and he says, "I am air."
Yeah.
And I always thought that was so fascinating, and because when I saw that, it gives you like this look into something going on in the background of the development of the game. And then, of course, the way that I think about it is I get all like, what does this mean? Even though it doesn't mean anything, it's just probably a mistake. but I imagine this guy living in this room who just thinks he's a mistake and hates himself, and reading into things like that and trying to, I don't know, trying to find some intrigue and poetics and stuff like that. But yes, this is a weird kind of dream level. Basically,
wow, I love these little I don't know what you would call it. Not mini games, but like side worlds, I guess.
Yeah.
Changing the perspective, changing the not controls, but changing the I don't know, the goal, I guess. Inquire? Not inquire.
Yeah, this guy is, you find out later, he's like one of the garbage collectors that is, he's shooting lightning out of the bottom. And later on, you figure out that lightning is this thing that you don't like because it's coming after you and erasing you.
What is rainbow? Well, unicorns. What is rainbow? Rainbow equals new color. There you go, a bunch of colors.
And you ask him all these questions. That's probably the question that gives you the least amount of information.
Yeah, but it's a rainbow. I want to know what a rainbow is. Oh, wait, do I only get to ask him one question?
Yeah.
And I use it on rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me
but
for you.
It's okay.
The one thing that I can ask him
is you're asking him what a rainbow is, and he's giving this very cold, computerized answer about what, in computer code terms, how you would code a rainbow kind of
right.
thing.
What are the hex? Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's sort of like a little meaningful poetic thing. But you can also ask him a lot of things about just what the hell is going on in the game and what different things symbolize in the game, and what some of the, I don't know, just what some of the points of the game. And you don't get to that stage a lot, so you don't get to ask questions very often. But
I used it on
as
rainbow.
you play the game more and you get to that stage more, you get to ask. You've heard the answers to more of the questions, and sort of the idea of what's going on hopefully unfolds as far as what it all means. Have you picked prayer yet at all?
I have not.
Yeah, you should pick prayer.
I should probably pick prayer. Yeah. I figured if I put all my points into lightning, it'll be a really good glass cannon or something. I don't know. This isn't an RPG. I know.
You actually want prayer more than lightning.
Oh, do you? Oh, you also probably don't want to get hit.
But
huh?
it's not like we're going to get far enough to get to that third phase, the third stage where you actually use the shelters. But it's just a good way of showing what you're kind of doing. Basically, there's like this distant town, and when you get prayers build a shelter in this distant town. And when you get to this distant town, there's like this giant lightning storm, and you have to get in those shelters or the lightning hits you and you die. And when you die in the mini games, it destroys some of those shelters that you've earned. You start out with a few, but so you don't. The whole thing is just dying in the mini games makes it easier for you to die later on when you are.
It's all connected. Okay, let's take prayer here. Oh.
So this is the town, and you get a little trail, and that'll protect you from one lightning bolt. And if you answer one of the questions, you get like a house, which will protect you from 2. And then if you remember last thing, there was like a thing which was like return this eyeball to that. If you get that, you get a temple, which protects you from 3 lightning bolts.
In battle, best armor.
You could also just choose lightning instead, so I don't know.
In battle, my best armor. I don't think it told me. Should I bother guessing, or should I?
Yeah, you can guess if you want. I mean, we don't have a lot of time, so.
Let's go for the hero's plate.
Oh, you guessed right.
Oh.
Choose my prayer.
Who's a hero? Who's a hero? I'm a hero. I'm a hero.
So you get, that's a little hotel. Protect you from
all right.
2.
So how long were you working on this? How long does this take you? One person?
This took about, well, I told you that I had worked on it before I had my crazy road trip, so there was some stuff built.
Yeah, so you had sort of
But it sort of started in March, and it took me about 8 months to do, and I worked on it probably like 14 hours a day at least. Maybe I took a weekend or 2 off, and stuff. But it just is a maddening process, and it was it's very hard on me. And when I see like some bug or something like I just saw that I've never seen before, never heard anybody complain about, it just makes me want to die. It's just this stuff it just gets in your head.
It really is just me breaking games. I promise.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know how other people feel about developing games, and I don't know if people are as tormented over it as maybe I just don't have the mental power to do it. But I find it to be a very barely worth it process. It's not like I'm gonna quit, but
yeah, it's
really kind of destroyed me trying to make this. And then you get bad reviews too sometimes. I'd say that most of the reviews so far for this have given it a 7. Pretty much everyone has given this a 7, and it's basically they've said like, it's cool that you're doing something different. A lot of the game mechanics suck, but good for you for trying to do something different. And also, I was super confused. So that's basically what you can say about it so far.
And I just wanted to chime in and just say that there is something about being indie dev that you really emotionally attached to what you're making. Yeah. And
it's crazy.
It's really hard not to because you spend so much time with it.
Yeah.
I can hear 100 great comments about a game we make, and then one negative one.
The one negative one that, yeah.
One negative one just totally demotivates us for like a day.
Yeah, me too. I just lie in bed and I fake yell at people who didn't get my game, and what do I expect? I made this like mess, but some people like it and others just don't get it. And
the challenge with it is, at least for us, we like really actually love our game. And
yeah.
When other people, you don't have to love it, but when other people say something really negative about it that I like really disagree with, I have to just like sit on myself to not say anything back. Not that I would be rude necessarily, but you just can't respond to people who are being negative because
we work really hard to let it roll off our backs.
Yeah.
Because we want to be and remain good people. Actually.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Phil Fish, which is something that every single indie dev has the potential to be.
It is hard. It is really hard. And if anybody else is listening in on this,
there's a bunch of devs chatting right now.
We all know how hard it is. And then for the people who aren't devs, when you show somebody support, it means everything.
We read every single tweet.
When you're negative, it really hurts. So really these are real humans with real human emotions. It's like calling somebody's baby ugly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not that we can't take negative criticism. It's just when it's blatantly harsh.
Yeah. See, I can't even take constructive, nice criticism. I can't even do that. It just hurts too much. And people are right. People are right about a lot of things that they say that's wrong with this game. But it's still just I don't know. I can't even take good criticism. It just hurts that much.
It takes practice.
Yeah.
It does. You have to kind of build up a shell for it.
Which is unfortunate, but
yeah,
it's unfortunate that that's the state that humanity's in.
Some people are just emotionally more fragile to certain types of stuff too. There are people who are just like, yeah, whatever. I don't actually care what you think, and they're fine with it.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't even know how. I can't sympathize with that. but yeah.
Well, just because you can't sympathize with it doesn't mean that those people aren't out there.
Anyway.
Well, anytime you're... Oh, damn. Something spawned on me. Stop moving.
Yeah.
Anytime you're putting your effort, putting your heart into something, and then in an industry where critiquing and maybe critiquing in more of a just like, I hate you kind of light is so accepted, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know. I totally understand it's hard. It's the same with a lot of sort of art mediums, but the accessibility of video games and the internet,
Yeah, and sort of if you basically what a lot of this game is about philosophically, it has to do with there was a statue that says Anita right next to it. But it has to do with sort of letting go of your wants in life, and all of us have these certain motivations in our lives that become, these things that we chase after, and it's sort of like me meditating on that and trying to not be so ruled by the things that I want, but ironically, like, I want people to like this game so much, and just so ironic that I just drive myself crazy over wanting that. And try to see if you can get in some rooms and get some lightning, because some of the interstitials when you leave the areas are things that people really like. And if you can just get a few more lightning bolts and get to one of the exits, maybe that would be hopefully somewhere that would be nice to end on. But
all right, let's
we'll
do
see.
that. Let's speed run this.
Yeah.
SDA, here we go.
As far as like game mechanics, this is something people complained about a lot. They were just like, I don't know, I'm jumping too high and my sword is...
Well, people will find something to complain about. I mean,
smaller or this way or that way. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Fine. I don't know. But it's just tricky when you build this game that has all of this philosophical stuff in it, and people just complain about jumping too high.
Yeah.
You know, so that was another thing that really kind of...
What? Oh, that was the gap right there. Oh, I can kill them as well. No, I can't.
Hit detection sucks there.
Oh, there we go. I see. I really just love the whole feel of it. It's I don't know. I have this. I personally really enjoy simplistic looking games. Just games that are just less is more, I guess, on the graphics side.
Yeah.
And this has that. Ooh, 3 keys.
It's about simplicity with an aesthetic.
Yes, and this has that really well. It's very simple, but there's also a lot going on, but it's not so much that it's overwhelming. Because I can look at any individual house and it's clear. Here we go. Come on.
Yes, you got it. Okay, go through this door. Perfect. Go right through that door.
All right.
So this is one of the special exits.
You will
Gives
exit.
You special things. This is perfect.
Ooh. Everything down to the flickering of the last character. I love that.
Okay, so this is the most sentimental part of the game. It's good that you got here. And try to read this in your least goofy Let's Play voice possible.
My least goofy. Okay.
This is very sentimental.
Okay.
But you basically say these prayers along the way.
Let us pray. O childhood stuffed animal, relic of innocence, defender against monsters. Let me be a child again, holding you through thunderstorms, staining you with tears. Let the soul I imagined into you eternally run by my side, as a reminder of the unsullied self I once inhabited. And do thou, O ever-loving vestige of purity, with your unblinking stare, forgive me for my abandonment of you. And let me go back to the room of my childhood, as it was then. Dive onto my bed, and hold you against my heart, as if time could never change me. My lightning, my prayer.
Yeah, so there's stuff like that in the game.
Was that all right for the voice?
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Gotcha.
But basically, I want, for me, part of what it means to have balls when you're making something is to just kind of go overboard a little bit. And obviously, that is something that you never see in a video game. I don't think, just something that personal and overboard and sentimental. But that to me is just sort of trying to be daring in the stuff that I'm putting in there.
You've got to put yourself fully into it and not give a crap what people think.
So some people might think it's a bit much, but that's how I chose to approach. This is one of the interstitials that's really pretty. It's just you wandering, and again, you say some stuff, some pretty stuff or whatever.
Shall I skip stones? Yeah, skipping stones is fun. Breathe soft, salt air. Sing to the sirens. My lightning, my prayer.
So like my lightning and my prayer are just these two things that end up being like these are symbolic things, and you sort of figure out a little bit about what they mean along the way. And eventually when you die, you sort of go through these prayers that you've gathered inside of you, and they represent these different things that you wanted in your experience, and then you're destroyed into nothingness. And so this is the beginning of another level.
Oh, I want to keep playing this over and over and unfold all of the creases that you have. It's like you've taken just this giant sheet of paper with like a lifetime of scribbles and information, and you've just continually folded, not like origami into, maybe it does. It turns out, it's my metaphor here, but it turns into something at the end maybe, but you just kept folding and have to keep unfolding and finding more.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And hopefully every time you play, you play a different level, or you discover a new thing, or you talk to a new person, and you get some of those. The interstitials are kind of random also in the way that they work, but I don't know if we have to go, but this is a level about River Ganges, and they do cremations into the river, and sort of where everyone dies. This level has my legal will Easter egged into it. That's like the thing in the game.
That's awesome to know.
And this is a sort of a level about accepting your mortality and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to these, but I don't know if there's what I'd want to say in conclusion. This was hard to do. I am happy with the way it went.
It was awesome to see so many people come and watch and say good things about the game. Because I've been watching the chat, and you have had so many people just praising this game. Just so you know.
Great. I haven't been able to watch it. I've just been but I'm gonna go back and look at it all. Yeah.
But is there anywhere, like any specific website or anything you want to send people to, or any way that you want them to follow you if they want to show support for further games, or pick on the people who say bad things?
Don't pick on anybody.
Build your own personal.
Just say something nice to me. Anybody who says something nice to me freaking makes my day, because I'm basically sitting at home practically like wanting to die half most of the time. So that's all you have to do. Continue 987-654-3210.com.
Oh God!
And is there a place there where they can post positive things for you?
My email is there, or you can just tweet at me, and all that stuff is on the website.
And you can also leave positive comments and stuff on the Steam Community Hub as well.
Yeah, that would be good, because there's a lot of negative comments on my Steam page, and if anybody could put a couple good ones in there, that would maybe boost what people think about it.
And go get the game if you like what you see.
Yeah, and get the game on Steam too. Yeah, or on the
buy
website.
It. How do you support? Go buy it.
And I just want to say, I told Alex this the other day, but most hours clocked in the game last year, Legend of Dungeon, 146 on Steam. Love it.
Thanks.
Amazing game. It's just the perfect little game to play for an hour and have the best time, and it's just the perfect level of difficulty, and you get different spells and weapons every time, and the game is different every time. And I hate those freaking red warlock dudes so much.
Yeah, everybody does. I think.
Yeah, I don't even mind the race anymore, but just those freaking warlocks always get me. But I love that they're there, because if they weren't there getting me, I'd be winning every time. And so yeah, love it.
Thank you. And thank you for coming and being on the show. I know that putting yourself out there and being in public with your game live is a very stressful thing. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing your game for this. This was a blast. I'm gonna continue playing it. Not right now, but